Before we get started, I just want to say this video actually has research. The ones before were the characters I wanted to win, so this time there's no bias and I'm only going after everything I know about both characters. Also, this time to animate I'm using Flash, not Pivot. Pivot, in all honesty, sucks. So this time the animation is much smoother, and please be nice. This is mostly my opinion using facts, and I know whoever wins, one side is going to be mad, but just remember this is all fiction and it isn't canon. And finally, disclaimer. I will only be counting the TV show for Peter, so no video games, and for Sans, I'll only count the games he's from. So no fanfiction where W.D. Gaster is Sans' dad, or his brother or Toriel is shipped with Napster Bluke or whatever. Also, I'm using some stuff from other people, so please read the description, and yes, I asked for permission. So with that said, please enjoy. Memes. The lifestyle of the internet that usually consists of a funny image or video. But no two memes are better than these two. Well, that's probably not true, but whatever. Also, they're both lazy, which is another connection, but who cares? Anyway, today we have Peter Griffin, the father from Family Guy, against Sans the skeleton from the underground. And it's my job to analyze both fighters to see who would win a cartoon clash. So let's start with Peter Griffin. Justin Peter Griffin was born in Mexico as an illegal immigrant. Eventually, he married Lois Griffin and had 3 kids, Chris, Stewie, and Meg, and also a dog named Brian, forming the Griffin family. He also has had many jobs I'm not going to list, so just read the picture. Peter is known for having cartoony, weird abilities, so you'd have to expect that he'd have pretty crazy strength, durability, and speed feats. So we're going to start with strength. His best feats are from the time he fought Homer. For example, he headbutted Homer hard enough to completely cave in his face. He kicked and dived through windows effortlessly. He effortlessly tossed Homer Simpson through steel doors, and Homer weighs anywhere between 239 to 315 pounds. And he even punched Homer hard enough for his eye to pop out completely from its socket. And other notable feats are, he punched through the ceiling with a single jump after taking meth, and after drinking Red Bull could spin the Price is Right wheel with enough force for it to fly off its hinges. Next up is durability. He has survived getting smashed by logs, getting hit by 2 trucks, multiple explosions, getting decapitated, falling off a cliff, and much more. Basically read the list because I ain't reading all that. And finally, speed. While he isn't that amazing in this category, he can keep up with a car, has teleportation, can dodge bullets, and was knocked off a bus by Homer and somehow got back on immediately. Don't ask me how that worked. As for intelligence, while he does have his intelligent moments, he was actually confirmed in an episode that he was retarded. So yeah, this isn't his best perk. He also has a few wacky abilities. They include regeneration, and with this he was able to survive his hand being knocked off and regenerated it. And the hand regenerated into Retep. He also has 4th wall awareness and was able to teleport to a clam using cutaway gags.
This is worse than the time we were in the clam right now.
He also has an alternate form. It's his radioactive form he had in the crossover episode. He can breathe in space, fly at space in seconds, and collided with Homer hard enough to cause an explosion that destroyed a great amount of Springfield. Now for his weapons, he has many guns and melee weapons, and he mostly uses whatever he can find. While Peter may seem really strong and overpowered, he does have his weaknesses. He's mentally handicapped, and his strength and durability are inconsistent. For example, he got the shit beaten out of him by Liam Neeson, got beaten up by 3 soldiers, and he get winded by walking to Stewie's room or doing a spin. But though he's not perfect, he's still our family guy.
He's a family guy.
And now on to Sans. Sans is the most mysterious character in the underground, and is the first guy you meet after the ruins. And he's also the final boss of the genocide run if you're, well, too evil for the world. Now for his stats, they're pretty low, but he makes up for it with his speed and attacks. For strength, he's able to slam his opponent around when they're in blue mode, and that's it. And for durability, he was actually able to stand up and walk away after getting hit by 999 damage, but other than that, not much. Now speed is where he really shines. He can dodge almost any attack from Frisk, with his guard up, and was once asleep but woke up to dodge right before an attack hit him. He's also really smart. He's a scientific genius, aware of the save function, and is a good trickster. He also has a ton of abilities. He has bones which he throws a ton of, and has blue bones which do no damage as long as you're not moving. Has telekinesis which can throw the opponent around and turns their soul blue. Has teleportation, and has gaster blasters which are giant lasers and he can summon as much as he wants. He also has karmic retribution, which hurts the opponent more depending on how many sins they have committed. If that were me, I'd be dead in 1 shot. And finally, his special attack, which really isn't that special. He basically sits and waits, which works fine in an RPG, but not in a real fight. Now he's really powerful, but like everyone, he has his weaknesses. He's incredibly lazy, and has really low stats, which he makes up for with speed and abilities, but we all love him anyway. Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all. It's time for a cartoon clash.
Scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Wow, no, that was amazing. But holy crap, please put down your pitchforks, guys. Yes, I know, even I wanted Sans to win, but he simply doesn't really stand a chance. Sure, Sans is kinda strong, but Peter, even without the radioactive form, can toss Homer, who is over 100 pounds, through a steel door. While Sans can only do 1 damage per hit, and sure he can toss people around, but the only people he's canonically tossed around is a child and Flowey in base form. And even then he's using his powers, not his own raw strength. And for durability, it's really obvious who takes it. Sans dies in 1 hit, and Peter can take all kinds of abuse and can even regenerate. And finally, for speed, Peter actually takes this because he can dodge bullets, keep up with the car, and even did that weird feat where he fell off the bus but got back on. And sure, Sans can dodge attacks, but he just avoids knife strikes and he hasn't really shown in running feats. Even if Sans can hit him, Peter can regenerate, and really his durability would soak it up with ease long enough to where Sans would run out of energy to fight. Yes, I know it hits the soul, but Peter still has regeneration, which should still help him. But even then, Peter still takes speed and strength, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Peter also has his radioactive form, which would absolutely destroy Sans, because he has even better regeneration and speed in this form, and for abilities, regeneration and tuning abilities are more useful than Sans abilities, not by much, but they still are better because of the regeneration. I will give Sans credit though, he is way smarter and consistent. And the Karmic Retribution would help a good amount, but Peter's regeneration, strength, speed, and durability would be way too much for the poor skeleton. I guess Peter took this fight for a skeleton of reasons. The winner is Peter Griffin. Alright guys, please check the description. I hope you enjoyed everything. I know I enjoyed making it, and I don't really have a next time, so if you could give me suggestions in the comments, that'd be great. Thanks for watching.